Iron rod is one material required when building a structure all over the world. We all know that the current rise of prices in Nigeria has affected a lot of things, including building materials. Today, we want to find out the current price of iron rod in the market, and also we want to find out what really is the problem when it comes to building collapsing. Is it inferior iron rods or another building material? Who knows? I am Yemuna Bagudu. Join me on this fact finding.
For many years, the cost of building materials in Nigeria has been a source of concern because it has a direct impact on the affordability and accessibility of housing for the typical Nigerian. The cost of building materials has risen drastically recently as a result of high inflation rate, foreign exchange rates, and removal of fuel subsidy. Iron rods, which is one of the major components used in building, is not left out in terms of price increment. A dealer of iron rods, Topstar Omije, spoke to Housing TV Africa on the current prices of the material.
If I talk of inflation, it's much. Like iron, we are selling before 8,500. We end up selling 10,200, 10,100. So if you calculate the inflation, I would say it added no less than 2,200, 2,300 per one length. So the increment is much. Everybody shouting, the builders, we too, is much. You know, before when the price drop, we make profits then than now because the customers, the final users, the consumers are not finding it easy again, so you cannot convince them to buy it at this rate price. So the price rate, the income rates for our side have dropped to the lowest because of the increments in the price. But assuming it go down, the person will be happy to buy it at normal rate. You understand that kind of thing? So buy it at lower rate, you will not get your own gain. But trying to convince somebody that is buying something 8,200, 8,000 to buy it at the rate of 10,200, you need to go around check when you have no choice again before you will come back.
When asked if the quality of iron rod used to build a structure could be a reason for collapsed buildings, Topstar Omije has this to say.
You know, in the building, we have three things that make up the building. The iron, the cement, and the sand, I think, make up the building. Inside this, the iron is the most important of all, then followed by casting. Because the iron holds the building, then before the casting, if the casting is okay, I don't think the building will collapse. But coming into iron, we have different type of iron produced by many companies, you understand, which we will not mention.
Considering the different types of iron rods available in the market, the importance of quality cannot be overemphasized, as it is one of the pillars for having a standard structure. He further advised builders not to compromise quality for quantity, even with the present economic situation in the country, as life is too precious to be sacrificed because we want to save cost.
Coming for the price, now we have like 8mm before. It's sold at the rate of 2,100. Now we are selling at the rate of 3,100. Now coming to 10mm, it was sold initially 3,200. Now we are selling 4,200. Coming to the 12mm, initially was 4,500. Now we are selling 5,700. Now coming to the 16mm, initially it's 8,000 naira, 8,500. But now we are selling at the rate of 10,200. Then finally we have 20mm. Before was 14,000, now it's 16,600. Then coming to 25mm, initially was 21,000. Now we are selling at the rate of 26,000. That's Tiger for the 25. Anybody that wants to go for 25, I think the best for 25 is Tiger. So build a structure like people going for high rising, 1 story, 2 story. I think it's best to use standard iron. Quality iron. Don't look at the price because the quality matters a lot. When iron people reduce money for you, no, definitely they have reduced the quality because we have series of quality in the market. You understand? So for me, for my advice to the people there, the builders, those that don't know about the iron much, I think my advice for them is to use the quality, use the best, ask for the best, and go for the best.
Building and making housing available for all is a concerted effort that must be encouraged by both government and private sectors. But we must always do it right and not compromise on the quality of building materials to be used.
It's good news. Are you a stakeholder in the built environment, or you are looking for an authentic, credible source for housing and construction news in Africa? You now have an opportunity. Africa International Housing Show has now created a unique opportunity for you by establishing a full-fledged housing television, the first of its kind in Africa. You can now access information on home ownership, rental, building materials, finance, real estate, and insurance, among others, all on Housing TV Africa, channel 149 on StarTime.